any project that deals with assets of any value, it has to be security.
What is Kryptonite to you in 3 words?
I haven't thought of that one in terms of how to break it down, but I think in 3 words, it would be secure, innovative, and I guess pioneering. I think it'll be the 3
Very brand
words.
value based as well. Good ones. All right, you talked about LSDFi. So what's LSDFi to you in a sentence?
LSDFi is a crucial part to DeFi as a whole to make it actually work, if that makes sense.
So DeFi on steroids, pretty much. Since you're a Web3 OG, what is the one book or podcast you can recommend us to take a look at for somebody trying to understand the space?
I've been following the Ethereum ecosystem for the longest time now, but Camila Russo was one that I followed a lot. But I would say if it was just general DeFi, I would say the guys at Bankless have been awesome, especially to follow. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. They do pretty cool stuff. What is your top cybersecurity tip to other builders right now in the space?
I would say just stay on top of it, honestly, is because like I said before, security is dynamic, and any little change, any little issue, you don't know what kind of effect it has. So having that professional set of eyes that really understands what's happening and understands the logic of what's happening is important. And I think that's, like I said before, that's easily overlooked. I did consulting for some projects that didn't really care. They would make change after change after change after change, hundreds of thousands of assets at risk, even millions of dollars at risk. And it was just kind of thrown under the rug because not even just an audit, but even employing someone to take a look at that security researcher, whatever it might be, or even like a white hat, like how, Immunify normally operates. Having them take a look, that's another cost, another cost, another cost. And again, it's not cheap, when you take a look at what adds up. But the thing too is like, if you want to play this game of DeFi and start playing with other people's assets, it becomes important. And I would say, to be frank, any project that deals with assets of any value, it has to be security. It doesn't matter if it's DeFi or NFT or, going back to anything like Bitcoin related or any other chain. It just always has to be a priority. And I get it. Like some of these audits aren't cheap. And some of the, paying out a white hat hacker is not cheap. There has to be a way for you guys to stay on top of it, whether it's someone that's internal or someone that's third party. And I think that's important. Like I said, it's one of those things that's easily overlooked because it's cool. Cause like, I get it. You want to build fast. You want to break things, improve them, build them again. And that's good and great. But the thing too is like every time you build, every time you make a change, your whole code base changes and doors of opportunity for these malicious individuals or groups, another one opens, another one opens, another one opens. And it might just be something that you don't see, or, like I said, sometimes you're too deep. You don't see the big picture, or you don't see the malicious opportunities that are out there.
Yeah, security is definitely a continual process, as we often say, and that's why your external third-party security partner becomes also more important on your journey to security. Got it. So what's your biggest challenge that you've faced thus far while building out Kryptonite?
The biggest challenge so far, and that's an interesting one. I would say really it's for us, it's just been trying to keep the community engaged while we're undergoing this security side of things. And really communicating why it's important. And I totally understand. Like, I know we're out on testnet. Testnet doesn't matter. It's like you lose testnet tokens, we can always send you, $1 million worth of testnet tokens, right? It doesn't matter. But when it comes down to mainnet, that is when actual real assets are at risk, right? And so one of the biggest challenges is trying to communicate that over to the community and having them understand that, yeah, I know we set a specific timeline in terms of when we want to release, right? We were planning to release at this date, but it's delayed because, this and this. And it's not on anyone's plate. It's not on you guys or us or anyone else. It's just, look, it's just the name of the game. And that the fact that when we move forward with any sort of development, there's always going to be changes. It's never always going to be on time. And there's things that are important that we want to address, right? So it doesn't make any sense to release a product that's not ready, right? So for example, we would have like $1 million of AUM, and we release the product and it goes live and it's unaudited and we lose everybody's money. And all because we listen to the community of having the product out ASAP. And I get it. Like, you want a place to stake your say, you want a place to stake your atom and be able to leverage that and do things with it. And we 100% get it. You want a place to stake your Sailor token, which is the Kryptonite native token, and we 100% get that. Us as a group and the community has to understand is the security side has been something that we've touted from the beginning. Funny enough, even when we still were crossing our fingers with Anchor Protocol smart contracts, was, it's one of those things that we have to be aware of and really be adamant about, staying on top of.
Yeah, that was definitely good learning. Put security at hand, even if it affects your timeline. Do it securely while you're launching, especially your mainnet. Definitely great founder advice. Cain, thank you so much again for joining me on this chat today. It was great talking to you and getting to know a little bit more about Kryptonite and your journey thus far. Thank you again.